Good morning, everyone. This is Georgia from Creative Moments by G. So happy you could stop by today. I'm continuing with our Magnolia set series. I've decided to make a card today that has a terrific little fold. So let me show you that. Here it is. It has a magnolia on the front, has a cute little fold, and then we just added some tulle to the front. I think you're really going to like it. So let's get started. Let's get started on putting our card together. First, you're going to need set 1 of Good Morning Magnolia, because we'll be using the large magnolia and also the hello. Next, you're going to have to create your base card. You'll take a piece of paper and you'll cut it 5 1/4 by 5 1/2, and you'll score it at 4 1/4. Make sure you use your bone folder to give you that crisp fold. The inside of the card, I used paper from the Magnolia series design paper, and I cut it 4 by 5 1/4. And then on top of that, you're going to have a note card just in plain white cardstock, and I cut it 3 1/2 by 4. Moving into the top card, we used Calypso Cardstock and cut it 4 by 4. And then the note card that goes on top of it, we cut it 3 by 3 3/4. Now on the top of the base card, the strip, we cut a strip from the Magnolia series design paper, and we cut it 5 1/2 by 1 inch. All these dimensions will be below. Don't forget to stamp magnolias on a cardstock and use your blending tools. Any markers will do. And then we fussy cut ours, but you can always buy the die series. They do have a wonderful die cut series to match the stamp. Okay, let's get started. Take out your base card and let's go ahead and glue down our strip. We're going to use wet glue. That gives us the ability to position it just exactly right. I really love this paper. It's double-sided, so if you chose not to use the stripe side, you could always flip it over and use the magnolias. It would be just as pretty. Next, we're going to go ahead and put down the inside of the base card. And that's a perfect picture, isn't it, of the magnolias that are on the other side. Beautiful design series paper. Now, at this point, you could leave the inside of the card just like that, using the lines to create your message. However, we wanted to go ahead and put down a white piece of paper just to hide the message underneath the top fold. So you need to make sure and line it up exactly in the middle. And once you've done that, I would recommend using your adhesive again, your wet adhesive, so that you could move it around just in case you didn't get it exactly where you wanted to. Because we all know that the tape runner really sticks it wherever you put it. Okay, we're going to move on to the top part of the card now. And you have to decide exactly where it goes, because remember, we're just gluing down the top fold to the card. And on that, you will be using your tape runner. As you can see, we're leaving a little bit. We're bringing it down to the bottom of the Magnolia stripe design paper. We're leaving that white part. I think that's exactly where. And we're going to add tape to the actual Calypso card that we're using, because that way we make sure we don't get any extra tape on anything else and accidentally tape it down to the card. Oops, we forgot to tape down the hello. That's okay. Now we're just going to use some wet glue to glue down the hello. That is one good thing. I mean, we did it so fast we were able to just pop it right back up. So we're just going to set this down, get it positioned just right. Now this one's kind of tricky because it barely goes under the top fold. And because we have wet glue, you don't want to start at the bottom and bring it up because some glue would be exposed. So you need to get it exactly, I think that's perfect. And we'll see if we need to put some more tape. I think it's perfect. Next we're going to position our flowers. Next we're going to position our flowers. And we're just going to decide where we need them. Because we don't want to cover up the hello. Oh, perfect. Once we decide, we're going to take the larger flower off and we're just going to add some dimensionals in the middle because we want to be able to tuck our leaves underneath. Okay, we're going to add our leaves now, and we're using the wet adhesive just in case we need to reposition it. But it really does give us a good contact with the paper. And then finally our last piece, one of our last pieces anyway. And we're going to keep that leaf on the inside of the card because when you put it in an envelope, you don't want it to catch. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to try something a little different. We took some tulle and we just tied a ribbon, and we're going to, typically you would slide it, from the bottom. But we're not going to do that because we've already glued down our flowers. So that's how it would look. Oh, I think that's just perfect. And remember, we always say it's not finished until you create your envelope. So what we've done with our envelope, we've stamped the Magnolia just in the corner, and we've used our blending markers, and we've just colored it. I think you're really going to like this. You can send this to a family, friend, or someone who just needs a little pick-me-up. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Please remember to go below and click subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we create another video.